numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and our home team. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway in Southern California. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set. Screen 80.
Check right 45. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Wait, 89.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Gordon happy to be back in the fold after reporting to the Chargers on September 26. You know, the fan base is happy to have Melvin Gordon back as well. Week 5, his first game back, 12 carries, 31 yards. And he certainly figures to be the bell cow in that backfield for the Chargers going forward.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Second and 10.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The sack by Todd Davis.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Throwing here on 1st down. Flacco. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Everyone got 4. 1. You got tape. Recon, 152 fighter.
Now it's Flacco. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ready, hot, set, ready.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Flacco on the give to Lindsay. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Wait! You're over here, you're over here. Wait!
We're scoreless after 1. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. Passing play, Flacco. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Rolling the dice on 4th, Flacco. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Back at the 21-yard line.
Set, 180.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rivers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Broncos 7, Chargers nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Switch up, switch up.
Gordon. And an alley to run. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Caught by Allen. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on fourth down.
Here we go again.
Rivers to throw for it on fourth. And that is going to be incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Broncos will take over on downs. With that incompletion, let's play a little game here. We'll call it 2 up, 2 down. Surprising team so far, 2 for the good, 2 for the bad.
All right, let's start with the good. The Buffalo Bills. Did you really think they'd be pressing for first place this deep into the season?
No.
Okay, how about the Carolina Panthers? Start 0-2 with Cam Newton, undefeated without him. How about 2 down? The Atlanta Falcons. I thought they'd press for a playoff spot. And the Los Angeles Chargers.
How about the Browns at 2-4? I thought you'd put them in there.
I didn't expect them to be the team others thought in preseason. I thought they might contend for a playoff spot, but it doesn't surprise me overall.
Wait, 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
All day, defense.
One day. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Flacco. This is the tight end Fant. 7 yards there and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Hey, we got 4 down. 57. Mike, 57.
Hey, Mike 7.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Justin Jones brought him down. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Flacco from midfield. Screen pass to Lindsey. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Broncos first down.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up.
And now look at him go. The 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, 68 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
This is Gordon. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
12. Hey, Orbit.
Throwing, Rivers. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over.
Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To try again after the sack. Flacco escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. Joey Bosa in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both first and second down.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Here's King. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they've got it set up on the silver platter. 1st and goal inside the 10. A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so he's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th.
Let's go, D. Walk tight. Tight end run.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And they'll get him down up past the 15. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
Gun.
Last 57's right. Watch the back.
Operating out of the gun. Flacco. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Flacco. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. 1st and 10 here for Flacco. They'll find Lindsey here. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
2nd and 6 at the Chargers.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd down, it's Lindsey, and he'll be taken down at the 34. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Flacco to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Hey, 79! 79 behind!
On 3rd down, Rivers. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Rivers on 4th down. And Allen's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Black 15!
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped.
190.
One last shot now for Rivers. And that will be incomplete. as time has run out on this football game. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.